John Elway overall 14 of 19, 180 yards, 1 touchdown, but that 1 interception picked up by Mo Lewis, run back for the touchdown. And the return by Adrian Morrell. Trying to get to the outside, and then he's hauled down at the 21-yard line. Adrian Morrell, second-year player from West Virginia, was tied up by Ray Crockett. And so the Jets to the offense to start this third quarter. Boomer Esiason, 9 of 11, 98 yards, including a touchdown pass to the backup tight end, Fred Baxter. So the Jets from their 21-yard line. Ronnie Johnson, Richie Anderson, the running backs. And it's Johnson for a short advance, tripped up by the left defensive end, Shane Gronett.
You know, one guy you have not mentioned today, Steve Atwater. Marv, I mean, you know, he's back there. We know that. He's covering the tight end. But Steve Atwater, moving him to the strong safety to cover the tight end from free safety, has really not been in on many plays.
I did mention him once or twice.
When? Yeah, we talked about it.
Actually, Simon Fletcher. We have not heard much from Simon at the right defensive end. Steve Atwater has been involved in 4 tackles. Second down and 6. And that is incomplete, intended for Anthony Johnson.
Anthony Johnson was running a streak. Boomer was throwing an out. Watch where this ball is. He's being covered by the linebacker, Elijah Alexander. Look at here. There's Johnson. He's going downfield, and the ball hit Pete Carroll in the mouth.
No, it did not quite fall.
But the, you know, now they're talking. Say, look, when we call it out, you see, you run out, not up.
Third down and 6 at the 25-yard line with a minute gone by in the third quarter. Esiason could not find anyone. Does get it off. A wobbler that is incomplete, but a flag is down. Rob Moore adjusting, try to make the catch, and the call is against the Jets. Looks like Simon Fletcher is hurt.
I don't think this is when you wanted him. He wanted you to mention his name. Simon Fletcher. I think the guy is Dwayne White was blocking on him, and he hit the deck.
Number 75 offense. The penalty is declined.
Mala is the guy that's holding on the play. Now Fletcher's coming to the outside. Here's Mala. He's got him. He's holding here, but then you see White comes in and hits him in the head, and that's where the pain comes in.
Both teams penalized only once in the first half. An official timeout. We'll be right back. And Brian Hansen into punt. His 4th of the day. His last only a 20-yarder. Glenn Milburn, a game breaker, is back at his 35. Last year as a rookie, averaged just under 11 yards per punt return. And here comes Milburn. Run into his own man. And he's hammered down at the 40-yard line. A 44-yard punt this time and a 9-yard return. Roger Duffy involved on the stop. Marvin Jones hurt his ankle at the end of the first half, but apparently is all right and is giving it a shot, coming back from that fractured hip injury. And the Denver Broncos will start out at their 40-yard line. The Jets 14 and the Broncos 13. The Jets have had 5 possessions. 3 of them have been 3 and out. Elway to throw on first down, and again rifles it, but it is behind Pritchard.
Well, that reads that behind Pritchard because Lagerman drilled him. I mean, they had a stunt move, and Lagerman comes inside of Fraze. Watch this. Watch 56 on the left of the screen. Comes inside. Fraze takes 2 people, and as Elway's getting ready to throw, Lagerman drops him.
Gary Zimmerman was telling us last night that it has been so difficult trying to get a feel of the Jets because of the shuffling, the flip-flopping between Lagerman and Washington.
Now they flip-flop. Exactly what you're talking about. They just did it. Lagerman's on the other side now.
So you have to study to play 2 guys, 2 different styles. Beautifully done. A sideline pattern as Elway connects with Miller. Covered by Hasty. And it is a Denver first down. That's good for 17.
Marv, watch how easy Anthony Miller makes this look. Watch the soft hands. He takes Hasty down, turns him to the outside. Watch this catch. Oh, by the way, thank you. Tucks it away. I mean, it makes it look so easy. But I guess it is when the ball's thrown at, right on target.
Anthony Miller, free agent, signed away from San Diego last year. 84 receptions, second in the conference. It's a first down at the Jet 43. Elway, nice catch by Pritchard. Again, a bullet thrown by Elway. Brian Washington made the stop. Another Denver first down.
Well, you either catch the ball and just hold on. It'll drag you a couple of yards if you hold on to it. Well, I'm going to tell you, Elway gets it there in a heartbeat. Watch this. Bang. There's just nothing you can do about it. They're playing zone. Washington is downfield. There's no way for Marvin Jones, number 54, to get out there. It's hard to defend.
Sixth catch of the day for Pritchard. And a first down at the Jet 32. Dumps it off, let it rustle. Trying to put a spin on, but he's taken down for a loss. Bobby Houston, the outside linebacker, number 55, made the tackle.
Russell made that turn move. It looked a little bit like me making a turn move.
Well, let's not get crazy here, boy.
It's not all that quick. Elway's just about to get hit, and watch his heads-up play. He feels the pressure from the backside. Logman coming in, he just dumps it back to the outside. And here it is, Houston. He tries to make a play on Houston. That didn't work. That was Donald Evans putting the pressure on, not Logman.
Second and 11 at the Jet 33. Elway stepping up, and this time throws behind Pritchard. Marcus Turner thought he had a shot at it.
Elway stepped up. I'm really impressed with, Elway's arm. Coach Fossil said he has not lost a thing since college. All right, here it comes downfield. This pass is just behind Pritchard. Elway is kind of running for his life, but he knows that's his fault, not Pritchard.
Third and 11. Four wideouts. Cedric Tillman checks in. Miller to the left. Elway going the other side, has a first down, connecting with Tillman. Victor Green, the extra defensive back, made the stop, and that is an advance of 12.
Now, the Jets have a blitz on. Look at all the people coming. They're sending two linebackers, and Elway steps up. What Elway is looking for, the guy that has one-on-one coverage, and the one-on-one coverage is on Tillman. Now, here's the blitz. Here they come. They picked it up pretty good. Mo Lewis gets around the outside, a little late getting there, but all Elway had to do was find the single covered guy. He found that on Victor Green and hit Tillman with the pass.
First down at the 21. Jets lead by 1 point. And Pritchard makes his 7th catch of the day in front of James Hasty.
Let me just say one thing about when you blitz Elway or you blitz any quarterback that gets the ball away as fast as he does, you're really sacrificing something, because what happens now is you put your defense in man-to-man coverage because you don't have enough people to double up. Here's Pritchard on Hasty. He just takes a short drop to the outside. The pass is there, a little high, but makes the catch. Picks up about 7.
Like Pritchard last season, 74 catches with Atlanta. Part of that excellent receiving core. 8th play of the drive. Second down 3. Down at the 14-yard line. Elway for Milburn. And Milburn is pumped out of bounds. And let's see, may have the first down. Aaron Glenn on the coverage, and it is another Denver first down.
He gets the ball out to Milburn. Milburn's going to the outside now. Aaron Glenn is the guy that's going to end up on him, but Milburn's out there. That's not his man. The linebackers and everybody's moving out to the outside. Glenn is there. Milburn has enough speed to get the first down.
This a beautifully executed drive by John Elway and the Broncos. Elway now 20 of 27, 230 yards. The ball fake. Elway on the roll. Elway throws it away. Elway being chased by Logman.
Logman does a great job to maintain Elway and keep him locked in. and not letting Elway get out to the outside. Lageman stayed there and forced Elway to throw the ball away. Here comes Elway. When he goes to the outside. Now watch Lageman. He moves. You'll see him. He moves to the outside. He keeps Elway from going downfield with running or throwing the ball. He had to throw it away.
Now Pritchard left and Miller right. Second down and 10. Just outside the Jet 10. Elway with the top. Elway off the roll. It's intercepted in the end zone by Ronnie Lott. But your penalty marker is down.
They got a late hit on Elway, and Elway throws this ball away. First of all, he has no business throwing the ball where he threw it. And then the late hit. Now the question is the hit after the interception? Do the Jets have the ball and then get penalized? Ronnie Lott saying, hey, look, I already had the ball before you threw the flag.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Number 57 on the defense. Moving from the previous spot, half the distance to the goal. First down.
They're calling Mo Lewis on this play. Elway, first of all, a bad throw. Then how's Elway steps up, moves to the outside, and he throws it back into where the crowd is, the whole length of the field. But here comes Lewis. The reason they call that, watch his right arm, his forearm. Here's where they call a roughing. Look at his arm. Right into the chops of Elway, and that's a good call.
So it is a first and goal at the 5. And this time to the ground. Derek Clark. Man who was signed as a free agent out of Evangel College, located in Springfield, Missouri. He scored 77 touchdowns in his college career. That's the first time he's touched the ball here this afternoon.
I saw him on one play when Russell was running the ball and he blocked, and he didn't block very well. But he's back there, 2 block for Russell. You get another two big backs in the backfield.
11th play of the drive. 9 of 10 have been in the air. That's Leonard Russell. And he's in for the touchdown. So the Broncos have taken a 19-14 lead.
And here's where you go for 2 points. Elway wants to get them huddled up, and they're going to go for 2, I would believe here. Russell, the man, he doesn't go where this play is designed to go. If you're following Clark, Clark takes it to the outside. Derek Clark and Russell cut it back to the inside. Elway hurrying it up. The Jets are going to call timeout. They have to. What a head.
They'll regroup it.
What a heads-up play by Elway just then, because he hurried everybody to the line of scrimmage, saying, hey, we're going for it. And the Jets weren't prepared. So they forced them to take a timeout.
11 plays, 60 yards in 4 minutes, 39 seconds, capped off by this run by Leonard Russell from 3 yards out.
Nice play by Russell. He cuts back to the inside. Touchdown.
And with the timeout, we'll take a break. Back at Giants Stadium in a moment. But no question about the decision here on the part of Wade Phillips. And Elway with the long look throws the bullet, and it's broken up. Knocked down by Marvin Jones.
Marvin Jones is out there trying to force the ball into Anthony Miller in the back of the end zone, number 83. And half the Jets were covering Anthony Miller. And Marvin Jones, watch, Marvin Jones is going to come into the picture. He's just hanging around the goal line. In the back of the end zone is Anthony Miller, with 4 guys on him. Watch, we're always trying to throw the ball, and watch Marvin Jones. It's unbelievable. We're going to stop it in a second so you can pick him up. Here's the guy. Stop for a second right here, guys. Look at, watch his head. He's got Elway all the way, Elway all the way, Elway all the way, and then just waits and times it perfectly. Up in the air, knocks the ball down.
And the kickoff by Jason Elam for Adrian Morrell. Out to the 20. And he is hit down at the 29. A flag has been thrown. Reggie Rivers, outstanding special teams player, made the stop. 1:55 to go, third quarter, and the Broncos lead the Jets 19-14.
Marv, you've seen, we got a holding penalty against the Jets, but you've seen Elway so many times. Have you ever seen him sharper than he is today? I mean,
firing
getting it
bullets.
there.
And how about the hands of Mike Pritchard? And even with Shannon Sharp out of the lineup, this Denver offense easily the best in the AFC.
Number 50 during the return, 10 yards, first down.
Denver offense so impressive. Simon Fletcher, who went out during that last series, we're told in medical terms, just had his bell rung, and he is back on the field.
Did you get that from the fight doctor?
Yeah. Denver's last 4 possessions. How about this ball? Touchdown, field goal, and touchdown.
And lead.
And yes, they have a 19-14 lead. Johnny Johnson with a short pickup, and he was tripped up by Simon Fletcher.
And if you joined us late, the first touchdown the Jets had was an interception for a touchdown by Mo Lewis. So the offense has only accounted for 1 score
against a much maligned Denver defensive unit. Lewis with that 67-yard return on the interception. Then Elway came back on a 40-yard touchdown pass to Anthony Miller. 42-yard field goal by Elam. Denver led 10-7. Jets with a good drive, capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass to Fred Baxter. Swing pass this time for Johnny Johnson, and has a first down. Stopped by Carl Mecklenburg. Off that touchdown pass to Baxter, Jets led 14-10. Elam hit on a 21-yard field goal to cut it to 14-13. And then just moments ago, Leonard Russell capped off the drive by taking it home from 3 yards away.
We talked about ball control and time of possession. We said that Denver wanted to control the football, which they have done. 22 and a half minutes. They've had the ball to 13 for the Jets. And a balloon on the field.
Yes, in the now moving up across the line of scrimmage. And moving into the backfield and out of your picture. Johnny Johnson on the slant gets out to the 34. Rondell Jones coming up from free safety to make the stop. Jones in at free safety. He's back from stomach surgery, still not at peak condition. And he's the starter at free safety with Darrell Hall bothered by a pinched nerve in his neck, and Steve Atwater made the shuffle to strong safety.
I think I would throw the ball a little bit more to Johnny Johnson for the simple reason that the Denver, with their defense, are using a linebacker, Elijah Alexander, number 58, to cover him solely.
Second down and 5 at the 34. 6:45 to go, third quarter. Pass intended for the tight end, Johnny Mitchell.
Johnny Mitchell's only caught 1 ball, right? I think right at the beginning of the game. Johnny Mitchell to the outside. It's just a short out to the outside to try to pick up the first down, and tries to one-hand instead of turning to catch it. Boomer, that ball was catchable.
Now Stevie Anderson is checked in. There's Anderson, who has excellent speed and a very strong preseason. One of the surprises for the Jets. Third down and 5. Syosset with the first down pass to Moore. Randy Hilliard on the stop, but it is a Jet first down.
Wait, don't you like the guts on this play? You're throwing to the guy basically with one arm, Rob Moore, and he makes the catch. The coverage on the outside is Hilliard, and look at this. Moore pushes off with that cast and then makes the play.
I believe you are able to chuck with the cast within the 5-yard line.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
It's a first down at the 44. Syosset able to stand in, and it is caught. It is caught right at the marker by Moore. There are actually 2 receivers in the area.
Did you like the way Boomer Esiason slides down this line of scrimmage? Watch this. He's looking downfield. He's looking to the other side. Nobody home. Monk. So he slides back, and at the last second he sees Moore, throws the ball down and away. And the official says no catch. Here it is. Moore downfield. He's on Ben Smith. Comes back to the ball. He's going to sit down here. Does he make the catch? Well, I'll tell you right now, that's defensive pass interference, whether he makes the catch or not, because that's illegal contact by Ben Smith that they're not calling.
Took a hop.
Yeah, the ball's on the ground. Good call.
It is ruled incomplete. And instead, a second down and 10 from the Jet 44. 5:43 remaining. In the third, the Jets trailing the Broncos 19-14. And Esiason completes for the first down. This time able to hook up with Moore. Rob Moore extending in front of the left corner, Ben Smith.
Yeah, but I got to believe it. It's hard to see, but it's got to be a one-handed catch. He's on Ben Smith again, but Rob Moore goes out. Watch this. Is it mostly left-handed? He catches it with his left hand, just guides it in, or his right hand, guides it in with his left hand.
Fourth catch of the day for Moore. 68 yards off that pickup of 14. Art Monk now to the left. And Rob Moore to the right. First down at the Denver 42. Off the ball fake. Again, Denver did not go for it, but it's completed to Richie Anderson. Elijah Alexander on the stop of Anderson.
Simon Fletcher does make an outstanding play on defense, but Boomer Esiason gets it away. It's a bootleg. Watch this, comes back to the outside. 73 of Simon Fletcher. Fletcher is not faked out, but the ball is thrown down to Anderson, and they get about 8 yards on the play. Here's Fletcher. I just like the defensive play he just made, and the heads-up play by Boomer Esiason.
Well, Boomer usually the master of deception with play action, but he has not fooled the Broncos to this point. Second down, about 3 at the 35 in Denver territory. Johnson with a stiff arm, and he is hauled down short of the first down. Elijah Alexander able to stay with Johnny Johnson.
They were talking about Elijah Alexander. They said in preseason the guy made open field tackles all over the place, and then last week just probably had the worst game that anyone could ever have. But they feel that this young man, he's got to play, and when he does, he's going to be a pretty good football player.
Last week, his first NFL start in his third year out of Kansas State. Played a year with Tampa Bay, and then on to Denver. Third and about a yard. 10th play of the drive. The Jets consuming 5 minutes. Esiason going sideline and has a first down. Able to connect with Moore. Crockett on the coverage.
Two one-arm guys going against each other again, and Crockett is saying Moore is pushing up. And offensively, they are allowing, we saw with Anthony Miller push off, they are allowing the offensive guys to push off. Here it comes. Does he push off Crockett? Pushes his arm out? I don't think so. These guys are two left-handed casts. Combined, they have two arms.
This Crockett playing with a broken thumb, and Moore with a broken wrist. And it's a first down at the Denver 24. Johnson. Oh, some beautiful running by Johnny Johnson. Finally taken down by the free safety, Rondell Jones. He picked up 6 on the play.
Look at the blocking at the right-hand side of the line. Mala is holding. There's no other way to even describe this. I mean, that is blatant holding, and no one called it.
Mala and Criswell at the tackles. Duffy and White are at the guards. The center is Sweeney. Second and 4 at the Bronco 18. Marv Albert along with Paul McGuire from Giant Stadium. Broncos with a 19-14 lead on the Jets. And Esiason's pass is batted down.
Well, they had a delayed blitz, and they ran a safety blitz, a strong safety blitz with Steve Atwater, also Mecklenburg 77 coming, and there's a flag on the play.
There is no infraction on the play. The ball was tipped, therefore there is no foul.
Well, they were going to call pass interference, but once the ball is tipped, I guess you could just drill the guy if you want to. But on the bottom of the screen to the right, you'll see the blitz coming in. Here comes Atwater. He goes up in the air and knocks the ball down. That ball actually hit him in the face. Atwater and Mecklenburg. Here they come. Atwater timing this perfectly. Gets up in the air. That's where the offensive back has got to step up and make contact with the defensive man to keep him from doing that.
Might say a facial on the part of Steve Atwater. Then again, you might not.
No, you might say it. I wouldn't.
It's a 3rd and 4. And Esiason's pass is intercepted on a deflection. It was picked off by the Broncos. The pass through the hands of Art Monk.
Boy, I got to believe, I think that was Steve Atwater that made the play, and I'm not sure if 27 went in there first. Here's the throw by Boomer Esiason. Is that? No, I'm sorry, that's Crockett. Number 39 is the guy that makes the play. Tips off of him, and Jones, number 31, makes the play.
Rondell Jones came up with it off the deflection. Crockett got a piece of it. The pass intended for Monk. And the Broncos take over. Crowd reacting, trying to get the Jet defensive unit going as Derek Clark got the call. And he's hit down at the 13. Marvin Jones on the stop. Well, NFL Commissioner Paul Tagliabue just a moment ago pointing out, he said to the guy sitting next to him, Paul, says, you know, in my house, we prefer the NBC pregame show, but don't tell me.
You sure he said that?
Read his lips.
You know, that was an excellent drive for the Jets coming down, Mark. 13 plays, 6 minutes and 45 seconds. They ran off the clock. The only problem is they came up with 0 points.
2nd and 6. Minute 35 to go in the 3rd. Elway to a wide-open Miller. Anthony Miller across the 30. Taken down by the free safety, Ronnie Lott.
A play-action pass, and you got Anthony Miller, and you're playing zone defense against the Denver Broncos. Look at Hasty. He knows he is supposed to have help in the middle. Hasty's got back deep. There's nobody in the middle to help him out. Now here comes Ronnie Lott in late, but Elway with the fake. No pass rush by the defense. He has all day to throw the ball.
17-yard advance. 5th catch for Miller for 91 yards. Broncos 19 and the Jets 14. Again, it's Clark. Rod Bernstein out the rest of the way because of a pulled hamstring that was suffered in the first half. So the Broncos going with combinations of Leonard Russell and Reggie Rivers and Derek Clark. Now Glenn Milburn has come in.
You know, it seemed like a surprise. We were talking about the beginning of the show today that Elway said we want to ball control, but we want to score it. That's the difference. They've had ball control and have been scoring with it.
2nd and 6 from the Denver 35. Off the fake. Elway facing the pressure. And it affected the pass. Marvin Washington on the scene in a hurry.
This play takes a long time. Again, it was a play-action pass. Watch Elway make the fake to hold the defensive line. He fakes there to Clark, but Washington keeps coming, and he gets Elway's arm. That's what you need when you're playing defense against the Denver Broncos. You have to get to Elway and make him throw. Jones really didn't have much of a chance at the ball, but Washington made the play. Marvin Washington. Hello, Marvin.
3rd down and 6. Back at the 35. Here comes the rush. Elway gets it off. Has Milburn, but he's short of the 1st down. Short by a couple of yards. Victor Green, the extra defensive back, making the tackle, and Denver forced to punt. Time running down in the 3rd quarter. That is the end of the 3rd. Broncos with a 19-14 lead on the Jets. We'll be back after this from your local station. Running out. It appeared to be the end of the quarter, but they've just placed 4 seconds onto the clock because Denver was able to call for a timeout.
Wade Phillips is calling for timeout because he wants to punt the ball with the wind.
And at the start of the 4th quarter, they exchanged sides of the field. So right now he has Rowan punting from right to left. His 3rd punt of the day. Hicks has to back up on it. Takes it to 5. And Hicks hit down at the 13-yard line as now the 3rd quarter comes to a close. So after 3 quarters, it's the Broncos 19 and the Jets 14. You look at the statistics through 3 quarters, it has been all Denver, and a very smart timeout a moment ago by head coach Wade Phillips that led to the 55-yard punt, and the Jets pinned in.
No question about it. You know, you kind of like it. You hate to see someone waste a timeout in a game that's this close, but when you take a look at field position in this game, now with the Jets, if they stop them here and the Jets have to punt, Denver can get very good field position and maybe take a bigger lead.
Well, the Jets start out at the 14-yard line. Broncos 19 and the Jets 14 as this fourth quarter gets underway. Esiason to a wide open Rob Moore for a first down. Ray Crockett on the coverage.
They're just taking a page away from the Denver Broncos. Elway's been so successful with that play with Pritchard and Anthony Miller. And so now he goes back to Rob Moore. They're playing some zone. Rob Moore goes up, just hooks it up right quick. About 12 yards downfield, picks up the first down. Denver, Alan Aldridge is hurt on the play number 57. He comes in on the play afterwards, after Crockett makes a play and then puts a stick on Rob Moore, and he's hurt.
Alan Aldridge, rookie from Houston, playing for the injured Mark Kroll, a second-round draft pick. He's making his first NFL start. That pass to Moore, good for 13. Sixth catch of the day for Rob Moore.
I don't know if Denver's going to have enough people to finish on defense. I mean, they came into this game hurt. Both are inside guys. Washington and Williams are playing hurt.
And Keith Burns also playing hurt. Carl Mecklenburg, the starter. Carl Mecklenburg, according to linebackers coach John Paul Young, was trout fishing a week ago.
Not today, is it?
Involved in only 12 plays last week against San Diego. And it's completed to the tight end, Johnny Mitchell. Another Jet first down. Mitch Donahue and Carl Mecklenburg involved on the stop. It's a 12-yard advance.
Trying to cover the tight end with the linebackers. Mitch Donahue is there. You see, you got your safeties playing off. And you try to cover this guy, Johnny Mitchell, with linebackers. Very difficult to do.
Mitch Donahue, inactive last week, had a good preseason. First down at the 41. Play action. Esiason throwing on the run, and it's intercepted. It was tipped and picked off again by Rondell Jones. And a penalty marker is thrown.
Boomer gets outside on a bootleg on Dan Williams, number 90, I believe. And the ball is tipped. Now, this flag is thrown after the interception. And the ball goes off of Thornton's hands.
And the call, as you see, against the Broncos.
Illegal block in the back. Number 57. During the return, 10 yards. First down for Denver.
All right, first of all, Boomer makes that fake, and he goes in that bootleg, and he gets back to the outside. And the ball goes off of James Thornton's hands.
Timeout has been called, and we'll be right back. Broncos have taken over off the second interception by Rondell Jones, both on deflections. And for Rondell Jones, his first 2 interceptions in his NFL career. Here's Leonard Russell. Rondell Jones last year primarily a special teams player, but in the starting lineup today at free safety.
All right, here's the bootleg. Williams, number 90, chases Boomer. And Boomer throws the ball. It goes off of Thornton's hands and into Jones. You know, you wonder if it was intended for him or for Johnny Mitchell, but actually the penalty was on Donahue, number 54, and not 57, who was not even in the game.
Second down and 5 at midfield. Yes, the announcement by the referee was 57, but Aldridge had gone out just to play before. And again, the completion this time, Mike Pritchard in front of James Hasty for a Denver first down, and that is the 8th catch of the day for Pritchard.
It just, you know, it's hard to believe how fast this ball gets out, and this travels all the way across the field. Look at Hasty. He's got to jump on the ball, but the ball is there. When Pritchard is making the turn, Marv, the ball has already left Elway's hand. James Hasty is hurt on that play.
And he's replaced by Marcus Turner. 12:35 remaining in the fourth quarter. Broncos with the ball. First down at the Jet 45-yard line. Leonard Russell breaking a tackle. He kept going, and Marvin Jones finally brought him down.
Breaking a tackle. How about Brian Washington? There'll be a headache right in about 10 minutes. Leonard Russell running over Brian Washington. Just watch, folks. Bang. I'm going to tell you, that hurts. And besides the embarrassment.
2nd and 4 at the Jet 39. The get to Clark. And Derek Clark is taken down behind the line, and a flag is tossed. Marvin Jones and Marcus Turner combining. The call is against the Broncos.
The holding against the Broncos. It may be on Russell, number 42, because he was the lead blocker to the outside. Or did he run over Washington? Oh.
And I see James Hasty is back, shaken up a moment ago, so he's back on the field.
There we go.
Holding. Number 76, 10 yards. Still second down.
That is Kirk Scraffer.
Scraffer, the left guard, who dropped the pass last week. Here he comes to the outside. And, yeah, when you get your arms out in front on Houston like that, you cannot hold.
2nd and 14 at the Denver 49. Elway completes to Miller. Again, a penalty marker is thrown. Oglesby made the stop on Miller. And again, a hold on the Broncos.
Well, Wydell comes in to help on Loggeman, and when he does that, he's the guy that's standing back there by Elway, and the flag at his feet. Number 79 would be the center coming out to help out.
78. Holding. 10 yards. Still second down.
Well, they say Don Maggs, but the guy that was standing right there is there's Maggs there, but Wydell was also there. Here it is. The right tackle is Maggs. They see Wydell, number 79, coming out. Here's the hold by Maggs, and then Wydell hits him from the backside. That's why I thought it might be him. But Maggs was holding. It's an excellent call. They're going the wrong way.
Yes, the Broncos set back to a second and 24 back at their 41-yard line. The dump pass to Milburn. Trying to put the move on Mo Lewis, but could not. I recall last year on opening day against the Jets here at Giants Stadium, Milburn put an unbelievable move on Ronnie Lott. He had a terrific day in his debut, but Mo Lewis did not go for the fake.
But Mo Lewis did, and heads-up play by the linebacker and the defensive guys. You've got to wait until these guys are done with all their moves, and when they're done, then you make your moves. But you can't take all those fakes.
3rd and 17. Elway completing, but a good 10 yards short of the first down. Milburn stopped by Lewis, and we'll check in. Here's an update with Greg Gumbel.
All right, Marv, in Dallas, the Cowboys' big play offense finally comes to life. Closing moments of the third quarter. Aikman 53 yards to Alvin Harper with the extra point. Dallas on top of Houston 20-10. Meanwhile, U.S. Open Tennis Tournament Men's Singles Championship unseeded Andre
Ruin for Clifford Hicks. And it is down at the 11-yard line by Elijah Alexander. A 32-yard punt And the Jets will get it back. Broncos in recent years have certainly had their problems in terms of blowing leads. Denver the last couple of seasons, as you can see, and that was capped off by the 17-0 lead they had on San Diego last Sunday night and lost that game in the final minute when they had an opportunity to pull it out. Richie Anderson off the swing pass is hit out by Steve Atwater.
The last 3 drives the Jets have had the ball, they started their own 12, 14, and again, and this one here on the 12-yard line with no scores. This one they have to put something together, and they have to put it together in a hurry.
From time to time, the Jets will make changes along the offensive line. Cal Dixon has come on to spell Jim Sweeney now at center. Cal Dixon in his 3rd year out of the University of Florida. But it should be a brief rest for the starter, Jim Sweeney. The handoff to Johnny Johnson. Nice running by Johnson, bringing to the 33, a 14-yard pickup. Smith and Atwater finally got him down.
What a great block by Richie Anderson, number 20. Look to the left of your screen on Mecklenburg, right there. He just knocks Mecklenburg on the ground, enables Johnson to get to the outside and pick up the first down. That is just a tremendous block by number 20, Richie Anderson.
12 carries, 56 yards for Johnson, and a first down for the Jets. The Broncos 19 and the Jets 14. 8.5 remaining in the 4th quarter. Esiason able to complete to Stevie Anderson. Ben Smith, the left corner, on the stop. And that's the first catch for Stevie Anderson, wearing number 88. The number worn by one of the great Jet receivers, Al Toon. Stevie Anderson, when he made the squad, had his number changed to 88. He was number 17 during preseason. He said Al Toon, one of his heroes over the years.
15 weeks on the practice squad. He's ready to play.
2nd down and 5. And this one is incomplete through the hands of Mitchell, covered by Mecklenburg.
Mecklenburg is looking at Mitchell, and Mitchell only. He knows the ball's going to him. What he's going to do is make the tackle. If he's looking up, he may have the opportunity for an interception, but Mecklenburg is more concerned with stopping the play after the catch. Watch Mecklenburg's eyes. He's coming out. He's got Mitchell. He pushes him off, and he sees the ball coming. Now he sees the ball in his hand. He's not even looking at the ball. He's looking at Mitchell. I want a piece of you.
3rd down and 5. Boomer Esiason, 18 of 28, 193 yards, 1 touchdown, but picked off twice by Rondell Jones. Esiason has a first down. What a catch by Mitchell, splitting between 2 defenders.
Rondell Jones and Bradford were both there. Rondell Jones looked like he was trying to make the play for the ball. And this ball is perfect. Here comes Mitchell down. Now watch. That's Bradford 23, but Rondell Jones right there looked like he was trying to make the play for the ball. And it's a good thing for him he got a piece of Mitchell, or Mitchell might have been gone. Watch this. Here is the play. Trying to knock the ball away. Mitchell, total concentration on the ball, makes the catch. We got somebody hurt.
Rob Moore shaken up.
Rob Moore coming across the middle. We're going to find out what he's complaining about. Steve Atwater just drilled him. I mean, that afterwards is falling over top of him, but I mean, that was good contact.
Rob Moore upset as he heads to the sideline. 15-yard pass play with Esiason connecting with Mitchell, a first down for the Jets. At the Bronco 46. We come up on 7 minutes to go in the 4th. And it's Johnny Johnson bottled up as he got inside the 45. Shane Dronette, the left defensive end, combining with Elijah Alexander to make the tackle.
The way the Jets are eating up this clock here, and remember now, the Jets are down by 5. Field goal doesn't help. You've got to get 7 on the board, which we're talking touchdown here. The way the Denver Broncos have held the clock in the first half, first 3 quarters, this could be the final drive for the Jets.
Now Moore back on the field. 2nd down and 8. At the 44. Alexander, who was right with him.
Elijah Alexander, when Johnson comes out of the backfield, Elijah Alexander, that's his man. 58 on the right of your screen. Watch him. He's with Johnson the entire way. The defensive coverage downfield is sensational. Now you got Johnny Johnson on the outside, one-on-one on Elijah Alexander, as Alexander makes the play.
And this is a key play right here as we come up on 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. It's a 3rd and 10. Last week, Boomer Esiason, magnificent in third down situations. 3rd down 10 at the Denver 46. 8th play of the drive. Broncos with a 19-14 lead. And Esiason able to complete for the first down. Rob Moore with the diving catch in front of Ray Crockett.
It depends on where they mark this ball. He may not have this. They had to get the ball almost to the 36-yard line, between the 36 and 37. And this is 4-down territory. You have to go. I mean, because with Elway and company, you may not get the ball back again.
And it is marked just shy of a first down. And the Jets will go for it, as you saw the indication from head coach Pete Carroll.
Griswold trying to say, hey, keep it down. Don't cheer now. I don't care what that article said in the paper. Not now.
And it's a quarterback sneak for the first down.
Marv, isn't it funny last week on 4th down and inches against the Bills?
You were calling for a quarterback sneak.
Yeah, Boomer said, I wasn't. He said, I was praying to God, don't call quarterback sneak. I think he did this one on his own. I really do. Pete Carroll, look at him. I mean, he's got to love this. Yes! I mean, that was an excellent call.
So the Jets pick up the first down. 4.5 remaining in this fourth quarter. Denver 19. Jets 14. First down at the Broncos 35-yard line. Esiason stepping up and throwing. Touchdown! Rob Moore beating Ben Smith.
The Jets are going to go for 2.
Offensive coordinator Ray Sherman in contact with Pete Carroll along the sideline following the 35-yard touchdown pass to give the Jets a 20-19 lead. And again, you saw the indication. Go for 2, says Pete Carroll.
We'll put it at 3. You know, Marv, when you have Rob Moore going down, and we're seeing a great display from 2 great quarterbacks throwing the ball, and they've been on target all afternoon. And that pass play from Boomer Esiason to Rob Moore was absolutely perfect. Ben Smith tried for the interception, had no chance.
All right, the attempt for 2. Esiason throws, and he's got it. And again, it's Moore. Remaining in the fourth. The Jets 22, the Broncos 19. Well, they are celebrating here at Giant Stadium. Rob Moore, the superb wide receiver in his 5th year out of Syracuse, catching the touchdown, and then the 2-point conversion pass from Boomer Esiason, in that the Jets did not attempt a 2-point conversion at all during preseason. It is their first successful 2-pointer since back in the days of the old American Football League.
Those Titans and Jets.
What's your days, Paul?
I remember those days, vaguely.
But the Jets well aware, with John Elway on the field, the Denver Broncos can come back downfield in a hurry.
That they can do.
Clifford Hicks will hold it for Nick Lowry. Eric Russell, Butler by Note are back deep. Jets lead by 3. The kick from Lowry. By Note, who has great speed. Tripped up. And a penalty flag is down.
All right, first of all, Ben Smith, watch what he does here. He tries, he gambles. He's going for the ball, and the ball's too far over Rob Moore for the touchdown. I love it. And the Boomer, he knew it. Right on target. Yes. And then Ben Smith again. Rob Moore is going to beat him to the outside on the 2-point. He takes Ben to the inside right here, moves right to the outside, the taller man. The ball is perfectly thrown, touchdown, and then Pete Carroll acknowledges everything. A little delay here, Pete. Yes. Yes.
10 plays, 88 yards, 5:22 consumed. The penalty call against the Jets. So the Broncos start out 1st and 10 at the 35. The swing pass misfires, intended for Milburn.
Victor Green, excellent coverage. If the ball was on target, I think that Green would have made the play on Milburn. Elway's looking downfield real quick and he tries to get Milburn to the outside. The Jets changed up a little bit, put a corner up on Milburn.
Elway 25 of 35, 273 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception that was run back for a score. 2nd down, Elway over the middle, and Milburn could not hold on. Pass thrown off the mark. Victor Green providing the cover.
Victor Green thought he might have had himself an interception for a touchdown. Here comes Milburn's coming inside. Victor Green is on Milburn. That's his man, and see the ball go through his hand. Now what you're seeing is Green, his man is Milburn. Wherever Milburn goes, Green covered him on the right side, he just covered him on the left side. He's my man. I've got to stay with him.
3rd and 10. Denver from its 35 with 3:59 remaining in the 4th. Elway throwing, has a wide open man, Derek Russell, for a 1st down. James Hasty and Brian Washington on the stop, and that is good for 18 yards. 4th catch of the day for Russell.
Oh, Derek Russell was wide open in the middle. Again, credit the offensive line. Look at the time Elway has. Russell goes down and just sets right in that opening. Hasty and Washington are there, but it's already a 1st down.
Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. Denver 1st down at the Jet 47. Elway to the sideline, has another 1st down with Anthony Miller. James Hasty defending on the play. Remember, John Elway has engineered an amazing 32 game-saving 4th quarter drives.
I hate prevent defenses. I'm sorry, but you take a look at the cushion that Anthony Miller has. Hasty is 20 yards away from him. Anthony Miller catches it, steps out of bounds. And I just don't like this. If you're playing that solid so far in the game, stay there with him.
Shovel pass to Leonard Russell. Elway trying to cross up the Jets. Hasty on the tackle, and the Denver Broncos on the move. Another pickup of 8, and it will be a 2nd down and 2 at the Jet 25-yard line.
And Marv, I can guarantee you Elway is not thinking field goal. Elway wants touchdown.
Russell, and he has another Bronco 1st down. Mo Lewis on the stop, and the Broncos are just ripping up the field.
They're ripping up the field because the New York Jets allowed them to catch 12 to 15-yard patterns to get them in this position. So they don't get the touchdown, will give up the field goal, maybe go into overtime. But I'm telling you, you know Elway's thinking. He doesn't think tie. He's looking at win.
1st down at the Jet 20-yard line as we come up on 2 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. Another completion to Mike Pritchard. Brian Washington, Marcus Turner made the stop. 9th catch of the day for Pritchard as we approach the 2-minute warning. When we resume, it'll be a 2nd and 2 for Denver.
He is not thinking field goal. Watch this. He's going to throw this pass to Pritchard right here. But this is down all the way across the field. He's not thinking. If he's thinking field goal, they run the ball. Watch where he throws this ball. A man that throws a ball like this to try to get touchdown is not thinking field goal.
Well, the Broncos took over at their 35-yard line with 4:15 remaining in this 4th quarter. And you can see what they have accomplished. 2nd and 2 now down at the 12. Jets 22 on the Broncos 19. 2 minutes to go. 4th quarter. Elway with the look and throws incomplete. intended for Milburn. It was covered by Houston.
Now here's the situation that we're looking at. We're looking at 3rd and about 2 yards. Milburn is on the outside, and Elway's trying to throw this quick outside to Milburn. The ball is thrown away. Look at Houston. Bobby Houston was right there on the coverage. Now to me, this is 2 down running situation. You run here, the clock is stopped at 1:57. You've got to get the first down. If they don't get on this play, now you may want to kick the field goal for the tie, but I don't think so.
Russell and Rivers are the running backs. It is a 3rd and 2. And Elway will throw. Elway trying to step up. Elway looking, and Elway throws it away. Could not find anyone.
Ronnie Lott forced Elway to stop. And Elway's thinking, whoa, Ronnie, I saw you, and I'm not going to test you. I may test some other people, but I'm not going to test you. They're going to go for the field goal to try to tie it. But number 42 is Ronnie Lott. Elway steps up, and when he steps up, see 42 on the left of your screen? Here he comes, and Elway sees him. He said, no, Ronnie, I'm not testing you. Let me throw this away.
And, Paul, this will be a 29-yard attempt for Jason Elam, who earlier hit from 42 and from 21. He's 4 for 4 this season. This for the tie. And the game is tied at 22. 1:46 to go in the 4th. Minute 46 to go in regulation. The Broncos and the Jets are tied at 22. And the kickoff by Elam, handled by Morrell. He goes to the outside. Stopped by Ben Smith. Reminder coming up tonight here on NBC, Angels, the Mysterious Messenger, hosted by Patty Duke. The Jets start at their 34-yard line with 1:41 remaining in this 4th quarter. Each team has 2 timeouts to go.
I'm really going to be surprised if Denver will set in a prevent. They've got to set up and play.
Esiason to throw on 1st down, a diving catch made by Moore. Covered this time by Randy Hilliard.
Interesting. The Denver Broncos are not in a prevent defense. They're playing up. There's only one guy that's really sitting back, and that's Jones is sitting back a little bit. But Atwater, they're coming up. Now they look like prevent.
First down at the 46. And it's Johnny Johnson to the 48-yard line. Harold Hasselback had the reps on Johnny Johnson. And the Jets, as you'd expect, in a hurry-up, time running out, 1:05 to go in this 4th, looking to get into field goal territory. Esiason could not find anyone, and that is hauled down at the line. And the Jets call for time. Simon Fletcher making the stop on Boomer Esiason. Giant Stadium in the New Jersey Meadowlands. Marv Albert with Paul McGuire. 52 seconds to go in this 4th quarter. And when we pick it up, the Jets have a 3rd down and 8 at midfield.
The thing about it is with the Jets, they've got one more timeout remaining. They have 52 seconds to play. And really all you got to do is get Lowry in a position, I would say, down to about the 30-yard line. So in a situation 3rd and 8, almost 9, get the 10 yards, get the first down first, and then work on whatever else you have to work on. There it is.
And Esiason has the sideline pattern with Moore.
He's out of bounds because Moore couldn't come down. He was up in the air, Marv. I'm sorry, but he was in the air and he couldn't get his feet down on the ground. 4th down, they're going to have to kick it away. Rob Moore on the outside had his man for the 10 yards, but watch, he cannot come down in bounds. You know, Ben Smith is hitting him out of bounds, but there's no way in the judgment of the official that Moore could have come down in bounds. He was way out. Now you're going to give Denver and Elway with about 40 seconds.
Well, Pete Carroll pulling out all the stops, but there's no question about that call. He's trying to claim that he had possession in bounds, which is a stretch, but you do what you can.
Yeah, but in college, you only have to get 1 foot down. In the pros, you've got to get both down. And his whole body was gone.
So Brian Hansen will punt for the 5th time. Rob Moore has had a sensational day. 9 catches, 147 yards, and again he has done it with a broken wrist. Down to 47 seconds remaining.
I don't understand why the Broncos would take a timeout. It's 4th down and 8 yards to go. They had 2 timeouts remaining. Why would you take one now? The clock is stopped. The Jets obviously are going to punt the football. Now you're putting you would have Elway and the Denver Broncos with about 40 seconds and 2 timeouts. That's enough.
Milburn back at his 10. And Hansen lets fly. It carries to the end zone and could not be reached. So they'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. It goes down as a 52-yard punt. And here comes John Elway and the Denver offense with 38 seconds left in regulation, and the game tied at 22.
You know, you're in a situation that they've got to get the ball at least to the 25 now with the wind in their face, Denver. You know, you can play the defense where, you know, in a zone and the prevent defense at this point in time, at least one guy back, and just to see what Elway's going to do. I think that Denver in this situation right now, they're going to go into overtime.
Well, they're going with the 4 wideout: Miller, Russell, Pritchard, and Tillman. And the handoff goes to Milburn. Picked up a couple. Donald Evans made the stop.
Yeah, that's a play to say we're going to overtime. We'll trust our defense in the flip of the coin. Wade obviously is not concerned with my flight.
Yes, that's true. You can get out of here. Take the Denver charter back to Denver.
I get home Tuesday.
So time runs out, and we are headed to overtime. At the end of regulation, the Broncos and the Jets tied at 22. A 29 of 42, 319 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. And Boomer Esiason throwing 2 touchdowns, picked off twice, both times by Rondell Jones. Boomer at 23 for 34, 261 yards.
Let me explain something about this new rule. The ball is on the 30-yard line kicking down, and if the receiving team gets any kind of a block, they're in pretty good field position. If they make 1 or 2 first downs and they're stopped, when they punt, they're going to put the other offense really deep in their own territory. So they use the new kickoff rule from the 30 and the small T to get the kicking team to be in field position for the offense. But what happens is if you get stopped, when you punt, you put the other offense really in the hole.
And we are waiting for the coin toss. While involved in very tight ball games last week. At home, they let a wild one get away. Denver at one point led 17-0 and lost 37-34 on that interception. Elway picked off in the final minute. While the New York Jets coming off the solid performance, the victory in Buffalo last week. Jets looking at Miami next week in Miami. While next Sunday, the Broncos are home for the Los Angeles Raiders. Denver's last overtime game took place against the Raiders back on January the 2nd last season, and they lost 33-30. Now, we're not sure why there is a delay in terms of getting this toss going. The Jets' last overtime game, October 11th, 1992, they were beaten by the Indianapolis Colts, called in a thriller by the score of 6-3. You may recall that one.
Yeah, I stayed up all night for it.
Procedure is the beginning of the game. This side is heads, this side is tails. All right? We're going to have the overtime. You each have 2 timeouts. It's the same as starting the 4th quarter of the ball game. You're the visiting team. Call it while it's in the air. Heads he calls. Tails it is. New York is running. You want to receive. Which goal do you want? Which way do you want to kick?
So the Jets win the toss. They will receive. We'll be back for overtime after these messages from your local station. Giant Stadium. Final score. San Diego Chargers defeating the Cincinnati Bengals 27-10. We welcome those of you who have been watching the Bengals and the Chargers. So San Diego now 2-0 and Cincinnati at 0-2. The Broncos and Jets tied at 22 as we get set to start overtime. And Jason Elam, who hit the 29-yard field goal to tie the game, getting set to kick it off. Adrian Morrell, Richie Anderson are back once again. And here's the return by Morrell. Adrian Morrell tossed out of bounds as he cut across the 30-yard line. It's a 23-yard return. Reggie Rivers on the cover. Both quarterbacks have had excellent days. Elway 29 of 42, 319 yards. And Esiason 23 of 34 for 261 yards.
Yeah, sitting there looking at Elway, and, you know, been there, so you, not as a quarterback, but as a player, and you know the frustration he's going through. He can't control anything in the game because he's not in there.
Stevie Anderson is flanked to the left. Art Monk to the right, to the near side. First down at the 33. And Esiason able to complete to Richie Anderson. Short of the first down. Alan Aldridge on the coverage. They spot it up at the 40-yard line. It'll be a 2nd down and 3.
If you didn't hear the coin toss in the overtime, each team gets 2 timeouts. And they play the full quarter if there's no score.
Yes, sudden death. 15-minute overtime. Marv Albert with Paul McGuire. Broncos and Jets tied at 22. 2nd and 3. Off the delay, Johnny Johnson has the first down. Stopped by Elijah Alexander.
And Marv, for whatever reason, Rob Moore is not in the game.
Obviously wincing and in pain. Looked to be affected by the diving attempt when he tried to stay in bounds and landed hard out of bounds.
Yeah, he's limping. It's not his arm. I mean, you can see he is in pain.
As a result, Stevie Anderson remaining as the flanker to the left. Into the first down at the 45. That's Monk in motion. And Esiason completes to Monk. Art Monk with the first down and more. Run out at the 31 by the combination of Smith, Atwater, and Jones. It's a 24-yard hookup, and for Monk, his 4th catch of the game.
It's been a long, long day for Ben Smith. I mean, here he comes again. He's got Monk, and he gets picked off by the official. I mean, this is a terrible thing for him to happen, but Art Monk, whether he knew it or not, runs Ben Smith right into the official, and it knocks Smith off. Monk is wide open.
Ben Smith in his days as a member of the Philadelphia Eagles saw quite a bit of Art Monk of the Washington Redskins. First down for the Jets at the Broncos. 31. Johnny Johnson picking his way. We are 2 minutes into overtime. Dan Williams on the stop of Johnson, who was able to run for 3. It'll be a 2nd down and 7 at the Denver 28.
You know, this is a situation, I mean, when you really have to think about it, because, again, if they go for the field goal in this position right now, the ball would be spotted at 35, which would be a 45-yard field goal. And if they do miss, that would put the Denver Broncos with the ball on the 35-yard line. So they really, I mean, they've got to get the ball at least 10 yards down the field.
Monk to the left. Steve Anderson to the right. Esiason goes short range to the tight end Mitchell, and he's shy of the first down, taken out of bounds by the strong safety Steve Atwater.
Now Mitchell is being covered by Atwater. The Broncos have a blitz on. They're sending people. So this is one-on-one coverage with Atwater. He comes up. He gets caught with people in front of him, but he makes the play. Does not allow Mitchell to get the first down. Forces him out of bounds. We're in a 3rd and 2 situation. The ball at the 23-yard line.
So that is now a 40-yard field goal attempt for Nick Lowry. Word on Rob Moore suffered a hip pointer, but may be able to return. Here's the 3rd down and 2. Johnny Johnson is stopped. Johnson saw the hole, but was pushed back by the combination of Keith Burns and Dan Williams. And they're waving Nick Lowry on. It will be a field goal attempt for Lowry. The Jets hoping to wrap it right here. This will be from 40 yards out.
And if there's any wind at all, it's in Lowry's face.
Dallas in front of Houston by 3 points. If this game should end here, we will switch to Dallas and Houston. They change it now to a 39-yard attempt. Jets trying to win in overtime. Here's the kick by Lowry. It is up, and it is good. The Jets have won in overtime. Nick Lowry, who came through in clutch fashion during the course of preseason, one of the most accurate kickers in the history of the NFL, has won it with a 39-yard field goal. And the Jets have defeated the Broncos 25-22. The New York Jets are 2-0 for the first time since back in 1987. A disappointing start for the Denver Broncos as they go to 0-2 for the first time since 1968. But Jets 25, the Broncos 22, and they are celebrating here at Giant Stadium. Head coach Pete Carroll leading the celebration. We will be switching now